pumpkin season is here again, and we're going to do lots of pumpkin carving very soon. But I want to get these little guys filled with flowers because that's my favorite way to decorate pumpkins. So let's go out into the garden and find what's left. There's actually so much more left than I might have expected in October. Lots of the roses are still full of little rosebuds, which I just don't think are actually going to ever flower, which is a shame, but there's not much to do. But I do want to get lots of cosmos because I absolutely love them. They're so beautiful, so colorful, so cheerful, so pretty, and they're so abundant. So I get lots of those, and let's see what else we've got. I want to get some of these hydrangea heads here because I think they're going to look really pretty. I don't usually cut them at this time of year, but we'll go for it and get a few of them. They're going to be really nice in one of the pumpkins. Just cut them right there because then it's not going to affect any of the little flower buds that are already forming for next year. Look at that bedraggled hollyhock, it's still holding on. Just leave it there. I think it's the last one. These ones are really lovely. They're always such late bloomers. I think I'll just get a few bunches of these too. And let's pick some little clusters of Sichuan peppers too. I need to do my final harvest soon because they're all starting to get really ripe now. But we'll just, oh look, some are splitting open too. That's a sure sign that we need to get picking. But I thought we could use a few of these clusters too to make a little bit of extra color in the little pumpkins. I think today's a really good day to pick them all because it is really sunny. There are also lots of Michaelmas daisies or asters, but they're looking a little bit bedraggled, so I think we'll just leave them. I think they had quite a bit of powdery mildew this year for some reason. Not looking their best. There are just a few Japonica quinces left, and they're so bright yellow and beautiful now. You can really see why they're also known as Baltic lemons. They look very citrusy, and of course they also taste a bit of citrus. I have picked most of them, and the other ones have all dropped, so there's really very few left. And this one will be so pretty, I think. If I can keep it on that stem, we can use it. There are just a few flowers left on my African daisies. These are Osteospermum. They're so beautiful. I actually overwintered this one last year, and it came back bigger and better this year. So I'm thinking about, of course, doing the same thing this year. I'm going to keep it going, and I might use the last few flowers. Oh, aren't they just delightful? I'm going to pop them into the unheated greenhouse like I did last year and just keep them ticking over. As long as they're kept frost-free, they do just fine. That one's also gone. And look at this lovely Chinese forget-me-not. It's a really late bloomer. I grew it from seed earlier this year, and it's taken quite a long time to get to flower, but it is a very pretty little thing. I think it'll grow again next year from seed. Hopefully it will self-seed. We'll see what happens. I might get a few of these too. I'm not sure if they're going to manage to fruit. I don't think so. I think it's just getting too cold for them now. I have picked lots to keep them going till next year, and they could look quite cute in a pumpkin, but I don't think I have space for them anyhow. Let's leave them as they are. But they're very decorative. They just need to go orange to get ripe, and then the beautiful fruit inside is nice and ripe. These are, of course, Cape gooseberries. Such fun little lanterns. Oh, look how big these ones are. So gonna pick them. So beautiful and huge, actually. I think I have just about enough now, so let's go inside and play with them. I saw this really interesting way of decorating with hortensias, in particular, with pumpkins. it's to take an elastic band and pop it around the pumpkin, and then you can just sort of tuck them in to it. You don't actually need to cut the pumpkin at all. How fun is that? Let's try to play with that a little bit and see how that looks. What do you think? I think that looks super autumnal. You can still see the pumpkin there in the center. It's got the lovely Szechuan peppers, little bowls there, and all the hydrangeas, which I called hortensias earlier. Hortensia is the Danish word for hydrangea. So I think that's really nice. It just keeps the whole pumpkin intact too, which is a bonus. But let's just get the other ones cut up and we'll fill them with all the flowers as usual. And here is the final result. The last two ones, I just stuffed them full of cosmos. Look how colorful they are. The color is a little bit off because of the lighting in here. We are in sort of the end of the autumn now, nearing winter, and we're back in winter time, and it is getting a little bit darker, a little bit earlier. But I really, really like the colorful flower ones. And then I also think the one with the rubber band is quite interesting too. So which one do you think is best? I mean, this one really does show off the whole pumpkin. And of course, I only used mainly flowers that dry really well. But it's just hydrangeas and of course the Szechuan peppers. So they'll stay dried and nothing's going to rot, which is actually a really handy thing. It's very useful. But yeah, let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.